Sis was going off. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. We are down here. We are down here, honey. Look, we are here, and I was trying to see if the peacocks were out. That's why I turned the camera on when I was on this street, because this is where the street the peacocks be on. Yesterday we were coming down the street and one was hollering. I guess he was trying to mate. He had his plumes out, honey. He was hollering like, look at me. Oh, there they go. Here's the two female peacocks. They're eating. You can't see them. Oh, I was hoping they usually be on here. One day was so many outside. They was on the people's roof. They was on the top of people's cars. I was like, this looked like a goddamn Dr. Seuss book. What the hell is going on? But they're so pretty. So I don't know if they belong to somebody, because I only ever see them on this street. Now, turkeys up here, wild turkeys, baby, you can. They're all over. They're all over. I miss seeing the turkeys. Y'all remember when the turkey jumped on the hood of my car, bitch? That's what we talk about, wild turkeys. Them motherfuckers is wild. And it's so funny because somebody said one of the turkeys. Somebody said one time, because it was a bunch of turkeys. Y'all remember, if y'all been following me for any amount of time, y'all remember the turkeys came. When I backed up because the turkey was coming towards me. When I backed up and drove away, the turkey was following me, honey. I was like, girl, do I look like a turkey? What the fuck? What is going on? Girl, if you don't get in your lane, this is 2 lanes. You over here with me. Go in the opposite direction. That's not how it works at all. At all. These houses are cute, but they're too close together. They are too close together. That house is fly right there. I love that house. It's gray with white trim and a red door. And the roof is, the regular color roof, but it's cute. It's a really cute house right there on the corner. I don't like corner houses. And then these houses on this street, there's no sidewalks. I can't do no sidewalks. That's the one thing I hated about living in Atlanta. And that's the reason why I bought my house in Atlanta. The house that I bought is because there was sidewalks. Because, honey, I mean, like, why are these people walking in the street? And then if there's sidewalks, they won't walk on the sidewalks, because apparently there be spider webs between the light posts and trees, so people don't walk on the sidewalks. And people in Georgia be walking in the street. I could not. That's something I never understood. Like in the residential areas, there's no, like right here, there's no sidewalks. That's why when the boys wanted to walk to school, I was like, because there's no sidewalks. And these motherfucking people are crazy. They are. So we down here to talk about Married to Medicine. I should go to Star Breezy's. This man on his bike, he's getting his exercise. My fat ass needs to get a bike. Why the wheels so big? I guess they need to hold them. It says electric. It's an electric bike. Oh, so it has a little motor on it or something? Because he's pedaling. I don't know. Anyways, so how y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? I hope everybody's feeling good. I know you like Erica. Okay, get to it. Okay, but first you gotta like, subscribe, and then you can send a comment and say that you just stopped by. Shout out to Brussels No Sprouts. They always stop by and be like, all right, I'll stop by. I gotta scoot on out of here now. So cute. I always look for that person's comment, because it's so cute. It just be real quick out of here. Yeah, so we're about to go right here and park and talk about Married to Medicine. Married to Medicine was actually really good. Like I said, I like it. It might not be enough drama, baby. Are y'all watching Jocelyn's Cabaret? Bitch, wait a damn minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me park. Girl, I've been seeing the clips. That is a mess. Now, that's where if Drew's at, let me shut up. This ain't even about Drew Zadora. I was about to say, if Drew's ass had any shape to it, that's the kind of show she need to be on. Shit, want to fight and talk shit like that. If you need your fix for that kind of bullshit, Jocelyn's Cabaret is a mess. I've been seeing clips and I'm like, these girls are really saying the craziest shit to each other. So I only watched, I think, 3 episodes of the first season. So I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not reviewing it. Like, I'm watching Walker and Tammy. Walker and Tammy's show is actually produced better than Real Housewives of Atlanta over there on We, honey. We got some good shows. Isn't Jocelyn show on We? I know it comes on Zeus as well. But isn't Jocelyn over on, what's going on with this camera? Isn't Jocelyn over on Zeus? Who else? I mean, that Walker and Tammy, I watched that. It's actually really good. And what else show? Oh, Couples Retreat. Now, I haven't decided if I want to review that. I'm waiting to the second episode, which came on the other day. So I want to watch that because Michael Blackson, that relationship, throw it out the window already. I was like, throw it away. Anyways, okay, let's start talking about Married to Medicine. Okay, y'all. Okay. And we got some hot topics to talk about too, but I'm gathering stories for y'all, because some of the stories that are trending right now I don't care about. What's up, Crow? He over there trying to be with his friends. He done ran the pigeons away. All right, let me turn this heater down. My face is burning up, honey. It's on fire. You see the flames? Okay. All right, let me turn the car off because it's hot enough in here. Okay, anyways, so on Married to Medicine, they start off where they left off, talking about the intelligence side. Here it is. You're the only white woman on the trip. The only white woman in this group. You decide on a trip to commemorate the 57th anniversary of the March on Washington. You gonna take it upon yourself to start some shit. That's not, Carrie, I don't like it. And I'm glad that Contessa called her out later. Even though, like I said last week, that bitch Contessa was the one to say, I knew Heavenly is too black to do that, to talk about another black woman with a white woman. She's not going to do it. No matter what it is, she's not going to do it. And then Contessa, we knew Contessa said it. I was like, Contessa had to be the one to say it, because Contessa's, I noticed on this episode, I said Contessa lacks a bit of self-awareness. And I think the lack of self-awareness comes from her resistance to taking accountability, right? If I don't take accountability, then there's no reason for me to be self-aware about the things that I do and how I'm, how people are receiving me, right? Okay. I think there's a little bit that's not there. Even though I love Contessa, she got some shit. We all do. We all got some shit to work on, but from what I can see on the screen, the things that she be saying, I was like, girl, shut up, Contessa, shut your ass up. Anyway, so they do the COVID walkthrough. On the way there, Jackie was talking about sneaking into the inauguration for Obama and how much she misses him, and then Contessa chimed in and said, oh, we snuck in too. So they had that, they were talking about that. And then Jackie acted like she was calling Kamala Harris. That was funny. She was like, they said that they called with your security detail. Let me tell y'all something. This man that is walking in front of my car right now, he got on a red shirt. He got on some red plaid pants. He big as hell. Like, hey, Kool-Aid with the red shirt on with a red hat. But he got this little baby fluffy dog. That dog looked like it weighed about 14 pounds. No more than 14 pounds. And this man is, when I say, hey, Kool-Aid, and he got the red on, baby, he got on all that red with that orange Denver Broncos hat. Just a mess. Anyway, so Anila comes downstairs and she wants to take pictures because she got to post stuff for her blog. And everybody's gone through the walkthrough. The only people there is Curtis and Cecil. They sitting at the table eating. Anila come down and talk about, can y'all come outside and help me take my pictures for my blog? They like, I don't do so. Cecil was like, I don't do no stuff like that. That's not part of this gig right here. She was like, come on. I need y'all to help me take these for my blog. They were like, no, because she had her bathing suit on and her, her little cover up and stuff. So she went outside and took her pictures for her blog. They said, no way. Shout out to Cecil's shirt that said boycott Sal's. I was here for it. I want one. It was cute. I want one. I like Cecil. Cecil's growing on me. Because Curtis, Curtis can never. He get on my nerves. So back at the house, everybody gets back to the house. They're done with their walkthrough. Carrie tells the group at the table, I think it was Anila, Karen, Eugene, and Toya. But Carrie said, Heavenly said that, we were to come over to the smart side, to the intelligent side. And then I think it was Anila or Carrie were like, we're actually the smart ones. We married the doctors. Okay, you can tell yourself that, girl. I mean, if your shit is set up like Toya, we don't know what's going on with who is Carrie's husband? Is he a plastic surgeon or what? Because he's not in this friend group. It's just Carrie, huh? Okay. We're smart because we married the doctors. And Eugene was like, that don't even make no sense. We're all the same. It doesn't make any sense of this or like that. So he says the mom and his brother, Eugene's mom and his brother are going to come because they're going to have they're going to grill. Eugene is going to cook and Kieran is going to make some spicy shrimp. And it seems like the people liked it before. I guess he has cooked for Eugene. He said they've cooked twice and he can cook. So they're gonna prepare the shrimp and Eugene's gonna be on the grill. When Kieran and Eugene get up from the table to go start cooking, he says, okay, come on so y'all can help us. Are y'all gonna come and help us rub our meat? So he has a sense of humor. So I'm here for Kieran's sense of humor. He gets it in. It's not too cringy. It's timed well. Because some people, when you're in a new friend group, you got to feel your way out. So Kieran seems to be, fitting in. I liked when he brought the shrimp over to the women and he tells Jackie, we have some chicken for you. Like, I guess that's what she wanted. So it's those little things. I was like, okay, Kieran, I see you. Okay. Jackie says she invited some of her doctor friends over. Nia, who is a plastic surgeon. Did y'all notice when Nia looked at Toya, she was like, ooh, like she liked her face. I was like, girl, get into that mouth. But the face, she loved it. That's what she said. She was like, oh, yeah, you're pretty. And when plastic or reconstructive surgeons and plastic surgeons, when they look at you, they trying to look for something. Like, what could I fix? What needs and what, And she looked at Toya. I noticed that. She was like, oh, okay. Get into that mouth though. Elisa was there. She is a dentist. She was a little vocal, right? Later on, she was like, where? Bitch, I'll get to that. And then Yael, who is an anesthesiologist. They get over. All the doctors come over, and those are Jackie's friends. Diva was saying that he thinks that maybe they're going to do a Married to Medicine DC because of the way that they were kind of talking to the women and getting to know them and trying, Simone took Elisa inside and she was like, okay, so are you married? Like talking to her and getting to know her. She was like, yeah, I went to Howard. And then, they were talking about what school they went to. And Simone was like, me and Cecil, what she say, a spell house relationship. There's a lot of people who went to Spelman and Morehouse who are married. I mean, they damn near right across the street from each other. So what you gonna do? But fuck the niggas across the street. Okay. Anyways. Toya's ass was taking drink orders from the women, from the guests, right? She taking the drink orders and knowing damn well ain't no bartender. They don't have no bartender there. No nothing. So she was like, what you want? They don't even have what the ladies were asking for. So when she get in the kitchen, she was like, "Oh, the women they got drink orders. They're so particular." Eugene said, "Well, then they gonna fit right in with your ass because you particular too." She was like, "Well, if we was doing this, we would have a bar and a bartender." Girl, she was trying to put pineapple juice in some damn wine because the woman asked for Moscato. Girl, it was a mess. So Heavenly comes outside. Elisa the dentist is outside. And Elisa was like, well, y'all invited me over. Like, she was in it, like, ready. She was like, y'all invited me over, so where's the food at? And she looking at Heavenly. Heavenly was like, Heavenly said, I didn't invite you, bitch. I don't know what you're talking about. Bitch, you are not my guest. You are not my guest, bitch. I don't know. I didn't invite you, bitch. I said, Heavenly. Perfect. The two damn dentists, outspoken. It was funny to me. I got a little kiki off of that. And then Heavenly in her interview goes, the hungry bitch, she must be the dentist. I said, oh man. Heavenly is funny to me, bitch. She is so funny. Okay, so then Eugene's mom and his brother show up. And they were talking about how Eugene was sheltered because he was raised in D.C. during the crack era. So his mom was like, you sitting here with your G.I. Joe and your Transformers. And he was like, yes. And he had his lab coat on. He was like, shout out to my mom and dad for sheltering me. I said, I know that's right. Shout out to them doing his lab coat like this. Like, look, okay. And I really love the way that Eugene, I'll get to that. Anyways, so Mrs. Harris, she comes over and she joins the ladies, right? So she's sitting with all the other women, right? Even Cecil was like, if you need some help, just holler. I'll come over there and save you. So Toya kind of suggests that Eugene's mother used to like her, but doesn't really like her. And Eugene says it's because in my household, my father was the dominant, so my mother doesn't take too well she has some internalized misogyny, so she doesn't take too well with women who have mouth, right? And he said my dad was very much in charge, and he said, and nobody's in charge of Toya. I said, I know that's right. Thank you. Like, this ain't the same thing. Don't expect this to be your mama, honey. That's what your mama does. We don't do that over here. All that. So she doesn't really like Toya's mouth. I'm sure a lot of mother-in-laws feel like that about their daughter-in-laws who are outspoken and who don't, abide by those rules, the men, I don't even want to get into it because I'm enjoying this episode, okay? Simone, they come out, they all sitting around, and Simone's ass wants to play another goddamn game. And I'm with Heavenly, like, girl, we not trying to play these games every time. So they do a montage of Simone talking about, okay, now this is the next game I have, and this is the next game. She always wants to play a game. But what Simone is trying to do, and what I noticed is she tries to get relationship builders to get, to have those moments. And I think it's cool in certain environments, right? Because the conversation, you don't know what direction it's going to take, and people have been drinking. I don't think it's not the environment to have those conversations, because it did start some shit. It really did. So they started talking about how to move forward, right? And it was funny shit, because Simone was like, and because it's hard for me to move forward, right? And Jackie over there talking about, she was like, Jackie, I'm sorry, did you say, like, girl, she was like, because the is shade, okay? I know what it is, but it's true. You be stuck. That's your problem. So it was really funny. It was a cute little moment. Contessa's moment of how to move forward is she's saying she tries not to be self-centered. Contessa, shut your ass up. Contessa, shut up, because, girl, shut up. I was like, Contessa, what the hell? And she was like, when someone has an issue with me, I can't change it, so I might as well stop trying, because I'm not going to change your image of me. I totally get it. They show Toya over there sipping her drink. The production is on point. I'm telling you. Contessa, I don't think you're self-centered. I just think that you don't. I think the times when you need to be self-centered, and maybe this is not the right word to use, but the time that you should be focused on self is when it's time for reflection and to say, okay, what I did in this moment was wrong, and let's work on changing that, right? Contessa doesn't do that, right? So I'm like, okay, Contessa, whatever. Toya says she brings up the intelligence side comment. And Contessa sitting up there lying, talking about, who said that? Who said that? Bitch, is that code word? Because the person, why is it always the one who's lying, right? Gonna holler, who said that? Girl, you said it. We know Portia. Remember when Portia did it? Who said that, bitch? You? What the fuck? She said, one of you said, and then Contessa was like, see, this bitch don't even know who said it. I was like, y'all are a fucking mess. I was laughing. I was lying. She was like, this bitch could be lying. This is Contessa, right? Trying to say that Carrie was lying. Girl, as Heavenly confirmed you said it in the interview. So Mrs. Harris, Eugene's mom, she gets her shit and she leaves. She was like, girl, she walks over to the men and stuff. She was like, they over there fussing. I ain't used to that. I don't have time for that. I'm out of here. Toya is trying to get Carrie to repeat what she heard. And Carrie was like, she said, say it again so she will understand. This is what Toya is saying. And she's doing her hands like this, pointing at Contessa. And Contessa said, who the fuck are you talking to? Bitch. Contessa said, who the fuck are you talking to? I think Contessa wants it with Toya. I think she want to fight Toya. You know what they should do? They should do a boxing match. I think that they should do that. Although I think Contessa will whoop Toya's ass. Even Simone, when Contessa was playing like she was going to throw her in the pool, even Simone was like, girl, you strong. Like, you strong as hell. She's strong. Like, you could just look at her and tell. So that's what they should do. They need to get in a boxing ring, because even Contessa, they going back and forth arguing, right? And then she said, who the fuck are you talking to? Toya said, the person I'm looking at. And she was like, okay, girl, this bitch, what she say? This bitch ain't got no respect, and you want me to be friends with this bitch? Contessa is she worse than Heavenly. Like, her and Heavenly, they go. Like, it's just like, girl, fuck this shit. Contessa sits back down. Toya says, let me sit next to Contessa. I said, oh, shit. She was like, move, let me sit. Contessa was like, I'm here. I'm right here. My arms are open. I'm vulnerable. I was like, okay, bitch. Okay. She letting Contessa know, if you feeling froggish, bitch, leap. Okay? Because you could get it all over here. Baby, she was ready. Toya says, you doctors say ignorant shit and don't stand in your shit. That's what you don't do. When they over there, they can hear, the men can hear the women arguing. The volume is getting up, right? So they was like, what are they arguing about? What's the problem? So you know Eugene, he has the tea because Toya done spilled it already to him already. She done told him everything. So he was like, well, what I heard, that's why I like Eugene. Y'all was saying on Twitter that you don't like Eugene because he be in a mess. But he's not too messy. Like, even at the table when Contessa and Toya were arguing, he was like, y'all just don't like each other. That's it. And we're well aware of it. And he's not messy to the point where he's like getting into the business. You know what I'm saying? He knows the business and he'll tell it, but he's not like being messy. I don't know. Cause Eugene is messy to me, but the way he did it, the way he told it, I don't think he was being that messy. Okay. So Toya yells to Heavenly, anytime you get an opportunity, you tear women down. We supposed to be out here with this Black Lives Matter stuff. See, they showed the argument during the Black Lives Matter event. Y'all should have did it on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all should have just showed them arguing. It's not, y'all trying to play respectability politics over there and looking a mess. But anyways, it's not even about that. And we supposed to be out here doing good, and you want to, every time you get a chance, you tear the women down. So the doctors, they want to leave. The guests, what's the girl name? Yael, Alicia, and Nia. They want to leave, right? So they're like, thank you, guys, for inviting us. Contessa starts telling Toya that she's beautiful. And she was like, I know I'm beautiful. I don't need someone like you to tell me. Girl, they're going back and forth. So then the husbands, they over there talking about, I just stay out of it. I don't get involved in none of that stuff. Damon's like, I don't get involved in none of that. So here come Toya with her mush mouth talking ass, talking about, Damon said, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to even hear what she did. I don't want to hear Nothing. Nothing. You don't want to hear what she did? Nope. I don't want to hear what she did. Well, and her voice is like an octave high. And he's like, nope, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And the only time she acts right is when she's with you. See, that shit is dumb. That's dumb. Is the only time you act right when you with your husband? Like, look, Toya, shut up. I don't like no shit like that. Damon said, I don't want to argue. Damon's sitting there like, I'm cool. I don't have no problem. So they walk away because nobody engaged them. She did it the last time. They showed a clip of her doing it at Heavenly's house, running over there telling the men. And Curtis told her, you coming over here, we're having a good time. Don't come over here disrupting it with some mess y'all going through. And I'm sorry. I'm with that. Like, don't come over here. And I mean, I'm trying to think in a situation where you need to call the men over and two women are arguing. There's no reason. There's no reason for you to go and call daddy. There's no reason. I didn't like that. And, that's just Toya. Because what are you going to call Damon for? What is Damon going to do? What is Damon going to do? Can Eugene do anything to you to control your ass? Obviously not, because you over here in the mix trying to bring your negative energy over to this area. Simone said, girl, let's just change it into a positive event. Even Jackie was like, girl, I'm so embarrassed. I want to tell my friends like, oh, we really like each other. I mean, we don't normally act like this. No, y'all act like that. So when Eugene's mother was asking Damon, she asked him like, was he quiet or something? I forgot what she asked him. And he was like, yes, ma'am. Just being polite from the South. Everybody, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. I was like that too. Don't call me ma'am. Don't call me ma'am. You could call me Miss Erica, but don't do that ma'am shit with me. I had to get used to that when I was living in Atlanta because I was like, ugh, everybody ma'am and sir. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. So I was with her when she said that. So Contessa and Toya, they're still talking about this intelligence side bullshit. And Contessa says to Carrie, did you do this? Was this intentional? Did you do this on purpose? And Carrie's like, no, I didn't mean for this. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to cause none of this. Why did you say anything? That's supposed to be a joke. Like, and you come in there and the way that you said it, that was the wrong thing. And she was like, Contessa was like, I just feel like this is counterproductive. We supposed to be here for a good cause, and you over here letting this girl wind you up. That's what Contessa's telling Toya about Carrie. Like, you really over here letting this, you know what I'm saying, wind you up, and we supposed to be here doing this black shit, girl. Think. That's why they don't fucking respect you, bitch. Think. And then as Contessa's walking away with Simone, she says, every time I start talking to her, she starts cussing. Well, Contessa, when she was pointing at you, you said, who the fuck are you talking to? You started cussing first. I don't know what you're talking about. They said the shrimp was good, but it was really, really spicy. So they're down at the COVID testing on the March on Washington anniversary. And on their way there, we find out that Heavenly and Damon, I guess they was in there fucking, because they said that we're like, we're not mourning people, and then Simone is rubbing on Damon's shoulder, talking about, I know we're not mourning people, but trying to allude that she heard them in there fucking. And then Heavenly was like, well, he likes sex in the morning, and then Kieran's like, so why is he mad? Karen, shut up. You get too comfortable. He's like, but why is he mad? She was like, because I didn't give him any this morning. They so stupid. I did notice a sign when they got there to the March on Washington that just gave me the little sad emoji face. They said, it's sad. It said 57 years and we still marching. That's one sign that I saw. Anyways, so they got about 2,000 tests. They went from about 9 o'clock, and I couldn't remember the time when they stopped, but they were servicing people. Heavenly was emotional. She tried to apologize to Toya. That was, she was in the moment, and Toya was like, bitch, I know you trying to be sincere apologizing, but you gonna be the devil in the next second. We know it. It's okay. But she was emotional. So Eugene was talking to a person who was HIV positive, and he was talking to him about getting the testing and how he needs to get tested because his immune system is compromised and this and that. I love that conversation. I love the way Eugene was explaining, like doctors be like explaining stuff, So, and they care. So I love that exchange between Eugene and that guy. A thing that I don't like in marches, and I've learned to understand that that words carry a vibration. And if multiple people are saying the same words, it really is vibrating and drawing that energy into that space. It's a chant, right? And when you are saying no justice and no peace, the universe doesn't understand to the point where it's like, okay, well, you guys are saying that if you don't get any justice, you're not going to have any peace. Okay, here you go. No justice, no peace. Here you go. No justice, no peace. Also with the I can't breathe. When you're chanting that in unison, it carries a vibration that calls that energy into that space. So you have to be and I don't understand how community organizers don't understand this and why no one has said anything. We need to stop chanting no justice, no peace. You should be chanting we want justice, we want peace, we have justice, we have peace. I think it would change the vibration in the community a great deal if we change the way that we spoke about our community. And that's all I have to say about that. Cecil said, I hope that we are not here in another 57 years. And I'm tired of saying the same thing over and over again. I'm with Cecil. I'm tired of saying the same. The shit is Sicilic. It's going in a circle. It's like after 57 years, you still asking for the same shit. You still arguing about the same shit. They still denying shit it exists, that racism exists. And they're denying that police brutality over and over and over again. You got evidence after evidence, compile all this evidence against cops, and somehow, some way, they just like, they can really, I always say, if you want to commit crimes and get away with it, become a cop. We did something noble today. They did. They were a part of history. You guys helped the underserved. I loved it. You gave access to people who may not have had access to a test. I was here for it. Shout out to them. And Damon says it's never been a better time to be black. I mean, yeah, because 57 years ago, it was a different story. And it's not, and it's crazy because it's like in some of our parents' lifetime, they could look and see like not much has really changed. Some things were, anyways, I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, so they get back home. Eugene and Toya, they talking about taking showers. They talking about how awesome it was. They're getting ready to go out for dinner. As they go out for dinner, Carrie and Lisa Nicole are taking their sweet time. And even Lisa Nicole was telling Carrie, come on, hurry up. They left them. They went on to the restaurant. Carrie comes down talking about, ooh, that was super rude. That was super rude. No, what's rude is you not taking into account that people are waiting for you. And because we're not waiting for you any longer in order for us to make our reservation, we are going to leave you. What's rude is you didn't come down in time, bitch. Okay? That was rude. Not leaving to make my appointment on time, that's not rude. You being late was rude. Your wives left us. They wanted to make sure that there were no strippers. This is Carrie. Why did camera cut to Cecil? Great production, great editing. You did the right thing. That's who the camera need to go to. Cecil tells the ladies, when you get over there, you let them know that it was wrong to leave you, because we would have had the party started by now had y'all been gone. It's a mess. So when they're on the Sprinter on the way to the restaurant, there's this conversation between Anila and Toya where apparently Toya supplied a makeup artist for Anila, and Anila hasn't paid the makeup artist. Girl, why? Why haven't you? If I have referred somebody to you, pay them. Don't do that. Don't do that. That shit is rude. That's rude. And it's classless as fuck. Like, don't do no shit like that. Pay these people. They do your makeup. You look fabulous. You on your blogs and everything else. Pay that motherfucker. The money that you made off of that last post on IG is probably what you could pay this man his money. I don't like that. We're building a home right now, bitch. Are you kidding me? So because you're building a home, you're going to pay the makeup artist the makeup that you're wearing right now? You're going to pay him late? I don't like that. Lisa Nicole and Carrie arrived to the restaurant. When they get to the restaurant, they were like, you guys left us. And then Carrie says to Heavenly, don't worry, Daddy wasn't misbehaving. She said, don't ever call my husband Daddy. He is Dr. Damon to you. She was like, okay, well, we checked on Dr. Damon Daddy. I said, okay, bitch, you go get it. She ain't scared of Heavenly. No, she's not. But then they said Robin and Giselle, you see an episode from next week. Robin and Giselle show up. So that's cute. They're doing a little crossover. So we'll see how that goes. The episode was cute. I enjoyed it. I watched it again this morning. I've already watched it 3 times. I enjoyed it. It was cute. I love that house. I'm trying to think of anything else that I missed. I think we covered everything. Go ahead and let's get in the comments and let me know what you thought about the episode. Did y'all think that Carrie did that intentionally? But the way that Contessa was like, who said that, girl? Come on. And then what do y'all think about Anila not paying the makeup artist? I don't like that. I hope she paid him. But you know the word is that Anila and Toya then already fell out. That's a mess. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace.